So you had a brother that spent 90 days in jail for a crime he did not commit. Now, he was coming home off of his job and he had a piece of drywall inside of his vehicle. Well, some cops decided to pull him over, search his vehicle, find the drywall, and stated that it was crack cocaine, but the lab came back and stated it wasn't crack cocaine.
I want them to pay. I want them to restore what I lost for those 90 days.
Out of jail, but far from thrilled.
Here, put your hands on your back.
57-year-old Carlos Cash was arrested after initially being pulled over for driving without his headlights on in a Vito. A police canine got the scent of drugs, and police say they found a trace of pot and possible cocaine.
That little piece of crack was like under his seat thing, so.
At least the field test said so.
Still turned blue.
The sample sent to FDLE tested differently. The lab saying in this document, no controlled substances were identified. The state dropped the case. Cash admits he has had some legal issues in the past, but he says in this case he was tossed into jail for absolutely no reason. Cash suggested they tested drywall dust from his workplace.
I said, I know there's no cocaine ever been in my car. Well, it happened to be none, and they charged me with that.
An Orlando man says he was victimized by a bogus field test in 2015, claiming donut glaze was mistaken for meth. He's suing. Cash's defense attorney says he only knows the circumstances of the test kit in his client's case.
And it was definitely off in this case. I mean, they're saying that it was cocaine through the presumptive kit. They sent it off to the lab, and the scientists or the chemists say that it's definitely not.
Police say,
when we have probable cause that it's cocaine, we think it's cocaine, so we're going to take you to jail.
If that's the best thing the information possible, then that's not good enough.
This is the most incompetent thing I ever heard in my life. So you send a man to jail for 3 months for drywall, what you want to say is crack. You had another man who had donut glaze in his vehicle, and you want to call it methamphetamine. Y'all should stop sending them cops out there with some sort of field test if it's going to come up positive for drugs. That is the most stupid thing I've ever heard in my life. Putting criminal charges on people for your test. That's completely wrong. That man should sue that police department, sue the city, and get every dime that he lost, if he lost his home or anything, because there was no reason for that man to spend 90 days in jail for coming home from work. I mean, my God, what we have to do, keep a little dirt devil or some sort of vacuum in our car to vacuum our car after we eat, or vacuum our car after we get off of work, because you never know if some incompetent cop is going to pull you over and use his stupid test to say you got some sort of drugs that you have no part of. I mean, this is just utterly ridiculous. And this is what people have to go through in this country every day. Your tax dollars go to paying for that mess. And what's going to happen to you? Anything could happen to you in jail. You know, those guards don't care nothing about you. You have people that have medical issues, don't get their medicine while they're in jail a lot of times. It's just a sick and sad situation that we see in this video. I'm glad this brother is okay. And I'm glad that definitely those charges got off of him because he didn't do anything wrong. But how many more times have they done this to people? How many? That's what we're curious about. These people need to get it together. And instead of that policewoman saying, yeah, you know, we made a mistake and we need to fix our test, we need to see what's wrong with it. No, she's going to double down and say, well, if it tests positive, we're going to take you to jail. Just have no responsibility of the things that you do to people. Y'all watch out there with these police. That's why a lot of people say, don't let them search your car, because it's stupid things like that come up in the process. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think about this. Share the video, like the commentary, and subscribe for more news stories.